Morning, and welcome to this colloquium entitled The Revolution in Intelligence Affairs, Part 1, The Technological Drivers. My name is Joe Czika. I'm a member of the Intelligence Community Studies Board of the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine. This is the 13th colloquium in the partnership of the National Academies with the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. You will notice that this is the first of a series of 3 colloquia on this topic. Please check the announcement materials and our website for the speakers at those future colloquia. Before introducing the representatives from the sponsoring organizations, I want to make a few administrative announcements. First, this is an unclassified meeting. This colloquium is held as a virtual colloquium, that is to say, all communications are electronic. As is our custom, this colloquium is being video recorded, and the recording will be available in the near future. Check the ICSB website for notice of its availability. Please note at the bottom of your screen is a feature that allows you to ask questions for our panel session later on in the program. In these questions, please identify yourself and clearly state your question and whether it should be directed at any specific speaker or the entire panel. You can submit those questions at any time during the colloquium. Now I'd like to introduce our sponsor from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, Dan Flynn. Dan is the Director of Net Assessments in the ODNI. In this position, he is responsible for developing forecasts and comparative assessments to identify emerging intelligence challenges and opportunities for U.S. intelligence capabilities. Prior to his current assignment, Mr. Flynn was the Director of Global Security Program for the National Intelligence Council, that is the NIC, Strategic Futures Group. Prior to joining the NIC, Mr. Flynn served as the chairman of CIA's Senior Analytics Service. Mr. Flynn is a distinguished graduate of the National War College, where he earned a master's degree in national security strategy. He also earned a bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering from Boston University. Dan, thank you for your introduction and welcome.
Joe, thank you very much for that kind introduction. I also want to thank the National Academies for hosting us today and all the speakers for your support to this colloquium. Just to provide a little further information on my background, I am from the Policy and Capabilities Directorate at the Office of Director of National Intelligence. The mission of this director is to identify, develop, and articulate a path forward for the U.S. intelligence community. This includes making future bets through strategic initiatives that will address the enduring challenges and emerging issues confronting U.S. intelligence. However, before we decide on how to prepare for the future, we must first determine what that future is. And as the director of IC Net Assessments, it is my role to help identify the challenges and threats, as well as potential opportunities for the intelligence community that will likely emerge during the next 10 to 20 years. By doing so, we hope to assist the intelligence community's senior leadership to make more informed decisions on the strategies, requirements, and investments that will be necessary to prepare for the future intelligence environment. The role of IC Net Assessments is similar to that of the Office of Net Assessment at the Pentagon. That office was established in the 1970s by the late Andy Marshall. It evaluates trends shaping the future security environment to inform decisions by the Secretary of Defense regarding requirements for the future U.S. military capabilities. And as part of that mission, Andrew Marshall held a series of workshops back in the 1990s to discuss the potential implications of a revolution in military affairs. Such a revolution would be characterized by technological change combined with operational innovation and organizational adaptation to create dramatic increases in capabilities. In particular, the Office of Net Assessment at that time sought to understand the long-term implications of things like stealth technologies, precision weapons, and advanced information networks on new military capabilities. Today, IC Net Assessments is trying to do something similar by working with the IC Studies Board at the National Academies of Science to host a series of colloquia to discuss the potential coming revolution in intelligence affairs, which some have said we are on the verge of, including some of our panelists today. Specifically, through discussions with technology and national security experts, we are seeking to better understand how technology advances and other developments in the strategic environment will combine together to produce dramatic changes in the conduct of intelligence. For example, high might advances in artificial intelligence and machine learning, automation, the tremendous increases in information flow and volume brought by the emerging Internet of Things, and the increasing privatization of intelligence capabilities create changes in the way intelligence is conducted in the future. Will these and other developments create revolutionary changes in such that those states and intelligence services who do not adapt will face significant disadvantages in the future? These are some of the questions we hope this colloquial series will address. So the goal of these discussions is to assist our intelligence community in appreciating these emerging developments as it makes decisions on how best to prepare for the future. I therefore appreciate the support from the National Academies and to all our speakers for helping us launch this discussion. And I look forward to hearing the presentations today, as well as further engagement on this topic in the future. So thank you very much, and back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Dan.